So, in the summer, we turned down PSG because they weren't offering us enough money, but 8 months later, we're now in March, they have offered me a second interview. So let's see if they offer me 50k a week. Hello, welcome to Club 3, Part 17 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we will be playing a few football matches. Not sure what match, if not any. We will be playing our game against Villarreal, as that's the nearest fixture. Then we'll probably be playing, depending on what happens, we will play our second next league fixture against Alavaz as well. So since the last episode, we've only actually played 3 games, and they were 2-0 win over Almeria, a 1-0 draw against Sevilla, and a 2-1 win over Athletic Bilbao. So with that good form, does put us 5th in the league, and good form tends to come with good rewards, and because of that, PSG, despite the fact we turned them down in the summer, because they were offering us like 22k a week, we're on, just a quick reminder what we're on. We are on 36. I'm on 36k a week. So they weren't really offering well enough. I mean, they were offering decent transfer budget, but I was quite happy with Real Betis or Hispalis. But let's see if they can persuade me to come this time. Obviously, we've already passed the interview, but you're literally asking the same questions from 8 months ago, Arminda. And Brinda, is it the same chairperson? I presume it is, but I mean, something must have gone wrong for them and them to sack their manager already, because it was only this season we had the interview. It's only been 8 months, which is quite ridiculous. Can you ease our concerns that you've never? I mean, you already know this. The fact I have experience in other countries is just fine. England and Spain will do, but it doesn't really matter. Are you able to ease our worries about you? I mean, you literally know I don't really deal with the media. I don't really bother with that because it's just boring. You have been previously. We don't need to talk about the media, do we? We don't want to repeat of our last manager we had. I mean, that could have been me. But thankfully, I turned you down. But I have a proven track record. Could you come in and get our disappointing season back on track? I don't know where you are in the league. Where are you in the league? Yikes. 4th. 25 points behind top of it. I mean, you're not winning the league this year, are you? But there's always next year. But that is, yeah. What's gone on? What has gone on? Who was your current manager? So it was, oh, God. Sebastian. Only lasted 242 days. I mean, it's not even 8 months, is it? Yeah, it's 8 months. Wow, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm all about the motivation. Would you take charge immediately? Would I take charge immediately, or would I finish the season off with Betis? I feel like I probably should take charge immediately, because if I don't take charge immediately, there's a slight chance PSG might not qualify for the Champions League if their form is really in the dog poo. So I'm happy to take charge immediately. I've already answered that question in the first interview. I'm happy to work with a director of football. That's fine. There's no objectives because we're basically at the end of the season. I don't really have any other things I want to ask you for. I'm set to take over at PSG. They said that last time, but they weren't offering the right ranges. So I think for now, we'll see what happens with PSG. But in the meantime, let's beat Villarreal. The lineup for our match against Villarreal might possibly be our final game with Real Betis. I highly doubt it, but we'll see what happens after this game. So the lineup will be Sissoko in goal, a back four, Boateng, Guga, Nervas and Leno. Vermeeren at the base of the midfield, and ahead of him we've got Costa Silva and Hernandez, who ironically is wanted by PSG. If we do go PSG, we can potentially take him with us. Maybe there might be a few other players that we might potentially look to sign for PSG if we do go, like just Manis Smiris. For that sort of money, I highly doubt it, but you never know. But then we've got obviously Smiris on the right, Garcia out on the left, then we've got Jensen up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully try and get a win against Villarreal. I don't know where Villarreal are actually in the table. Obviously, we're fifth. I don't know, a win might potentially take us into the Champions League spots, which would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, if we do reject PSG again, I mean, I can't imagine a scenario where they don't offer me. Well, they failed miserably the first time round. Surely they would have learnt their lesson and they would offer me like 50k a week. I think anything above 36k is probably all right, but I think anything under 36, we want to try and push up. I think we tried to push them up to like at least 44. I think that I tried to double my wages last time. And we are 1-0 up. Pablo Garcia with one of the flukiest goals ever, and it's gonna count. I thought he was offside, but I don't think he was. Smearis with a brilliant pass to Silva. I don't really know what happened here. So Costa Silva plays the ball back to Smearis. Smearis has the shot, and Garcia sort of taps it in, but the shot was going on target. So Smearis, he might be a little bit upset, but it's a goal at the end of the day. We are 1-0 up against Villarreal. Where does that put us in the table? Where does that put us? I don't know if we're playing the game earlier than everyone else, because not everyone kicks off at the same time. That's what worked out with Spain. We all kick off at different times. Some teams play on a Friday, some teams play on a Saturday. I don't think there's one day where all of the teams are playing at the same time, which is completely frustrating because we sort of have to wait and see where other teams have been playing. So the league table might be a little bit not really up to date, but we are in fourth place. Do Bilbao have to play? They don't, but San Sebastian do, but they're not really going to catch us. But fourth place, 4 points behind Real Madrid. I'm not going to say we're going to catch them, but you never know, because Real Madrid, they're not a good team at all. I mean, we smashed them 5-1 a few games, but not even 10 games ago, maybe 5 games ago, if that. But yeah, Real Madrid, they're on a downward trajectory. I mean, they certainly can't beat us. When we're on form, we are on fire, and Mikel Jensen puts the ball into the back of the net. I mean, if the players might know, this could be my final league match, and they are performing really, really well. We've had 7 shots. All of them have been on target. I tell you what, their goalkeeper, he must be putting in some decent performance. Who's their goalkeeper? Diego Lopez. Doesn't look, in terms of ability, star rating wise, doesn't look great. Is that Carlos Baleba playing that centre back? I mean, he's not really a centre back. No wonder why they're losing 2-0. And we've had 8 shots all day on target because they're playing the centre mid at centre back. I mean, it's all going wrong for them. I don't know where Villarreal actually are in the table. I didn't actually see them. Where are they? Because we are tearing them to bits. They are currently down in 13th, so mid-table. They're not in a relegation battle. I don't think they're in a European battle, so I think they're very much just going to finish where they are. I don't think they're going to finish that high. They might go for a late push in Europe after this game, because they're certainly not going to get anything out of it. Boateng plays the ball to Smearis, who's just been absolutely wonderful this season, and Mikel Jensen puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-0. 3-0. This is absolutely brilliant. Surely it's only a matter of time before Real Betis do win. No, I wouldn't say it's only a matter of time. We've still got a long way to go before we can call ourselves a title contenders, because we're 14 points off Atletico Madrid. I don't think we're going to catch them this season. Maybe next season, obviously, depending on what happens, because I still ain't got a clue what's going to happen. We haven't heard anything from PSG yet. You never know. They might be watching this game and thinking, he's a good manager. We'll offer him 60k a week. That would be absolutely wonderful. We're going to make a couple changes. Hernandez is going to make way for Furman. And I think we'll also get off Garcia for Burnell, and I think Boateng also makes way for Lee Chong. 20 minutes left to go. The victory very much wrapped up. Obviously, 3 goals. Villarreal not really having not having any luck with chances at all. We've had 4 shots, 2 on target. We're absolutely tearing them to bits. We've had 12 shots, 10 on target. If their goalkeeper wasn't as good as he is, it'd be 10-0, but unfortunately it doesn't quite work out like that. But I reckon there's probably still time for at least one more goal, whether that be for Villarreal, just for them to get a late consolation goal. And thankfully, that was a decent chance, probably their best chance of the game so far. But luckily for us, they did put it just over the top of the crossbar. We've got 5 minutes left to go. Come on, lads, let's just hold on to the 3-goal lead. Ideally, keep the clean sheet. That would be absolutely wonderful. If we could get a late 4th goal, that'd be absolutely superb. But if that is my final match with Real Betis, what a way to go out. Absolutely wonderful performance. I don't think we could get any better. That was a pitch perfect display, that. So hopefully we can try and keep that up, and if we're in charge for the next game. But like I said, don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, we do have an international break coming up literally now, so there is a slight chance we could be off. But I think for now, let's just forget about the PSG job and hopefully go out there and beat Alaves and hopefully try and close the gap on Real Madrid, or unless we go to PSG. Well, I'm kind of speechless because obviously in the summer our interview was successful, but now the interview is unsuccessful. However, the board were satisfied with the plans you put forward in your interview. I didn't really put any forward, but I'll take it. But ultimately decided that you weren't the right person. I mean, I completely agree with that because I turned them down in the summer. I mean, what put their idea in the head that I was going to turn them and accept this contract offer this time was completely, absolutely ludicrous. It really is. But they've taken on Ronnie Finale. I've never heard of it. Who the hell is he? He's 53 years old. Who has he been manager of? He's been manager of. Oh, right. Yeah, it's Vincent Company. I don't know why they haven't named him. I don't know why he's not. Yeah, Vincent Company. I mean, I'm assuming it's because they don't have a Bundesliga rights football manager. But that is Vincent Company, so I don't blame him. He's a world-class manager, even though he got sacked from Burnley. Still a world-class manager, but I'm completely baffled by this. But now we really do focus with Real Betis, and hopefully we do go out there and beat Alaves. The lineup for our match against Alaves will be Sissoko in goal, a back four of Boateng, Maidman, Dervas and Leno, Pishwan at the base of the midfield. I know what you're thinking. Who the hell is he? He's a youngster. He's from our B team, but we don't really have any other choice to play him because we're going through a little bit, not an injury crisis. I think there's been some sort of a sickness bug going around the squad, even though they've all been sent home. Guga's got a cold, Belotta's also got a cold, and Vermeeren's also got a cold, so I presume they were all partying in the same place. And Prente and Sergio have also got minor injuries, so not really ideal, but hopefully none of them are too serious and they should be back within the next couple games or so. So we've got Pishwan at the base of the midfield. Could go wrong, might be the greatest player of all time. And in the midfield, ahead of him, we've got Hernandez and Costa Silva. Smearis out on the right, Pablo Garcia out on the left. Then we've got Mikael Shenson up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get a nice, decent win. Obviously, now that we know we're going to be staying with Real Betis for potentially the long-term future, whether or not we do go on and win the Champions League with Real Betis, I do not know. I don't know if we're going to be here next season or not. So never know what's going to happen. So let's play each game like it's going to be our last, and hopefully we win every game. I don't know where Alaves are in the table, but all I know is we're doing very, very well in the table. We're currently 4th. Alaves are 18th, so it is a game we should be winning. And a win, I don't know if it will take us above Real Madrid, or we could potentially go, depending on what happens and depending on if they have played, we could potentially go 1 point behind Real Madrid, which is highly unlikely, but you never know. If we can get a good result, which we should be able to do, considering the Alaves are in the relegation zone. We are 1-0 down to them, which it's not great. It's not a good start at all. We are on a attacking mentality, and judging by where they are in the table, that's the correct mentality to go on, but it's not the best of starts. But Smearis does take it past around his defender, Jensen, with the header, and it's a good save from the Alaves goalkeeper, but I think we could potentially done a little bit better. So, but Smearis has got the ball again. Can he just put the ball into the box and hopefully we can get a touch onto it and score a goal? But it does go out for a corner. Ball takes a bit of a deflection. And hopefully, I thought we were going to do something from that corner, but since that early goal from Alaves, I think we've really turned a corner in this game. We've definitely created a lot more chances. We've had 7 shots, only 2 on target, not like the last game where we were absolutely brilliant from the get-go, but I think we're growing into the game. Hopefully we can try and possibly grab an equaliser before half-time. Hernandez finds Garcia down the left-hand side. He's another player wanted by a fair few clubs, and Mikel Jensen puts the ball into the back of the net, fully equalised. I did say we were growing into the game, and it was only a matter of time before we put one of our chances in the back of the net, and Garcia, what a run and what a cross to find Mikel Jensen with a very easy finish straight into the top left-hand corner to make it 1-0 with 20 minutes left to go of the first half. And I think from here, I think it's fair to say we should be going on and winning the game from this sort of position. And Garcia's got the ball down to Pichon. That's a lovely ball out to Smearis. He has a chance to put the ball into the box. Goes to Costa Silva. Boateng. Pichon, come on. Boateng, I thought he was actually going to go and shoot, but he plays the short pass. We're doing a lot of passing play, and that was a decent shot. I don't know if the goalkeeper had any idea where that ball was going to land, but it was a good save, and we did win a corner, but it didn't really, don't think it led to much. But 15 minutes left to go off the first half. But despite the fact we weren't 1-0 down, we're performing really well. I think we're fairly unlucky not to get a second goal, which I think is going to happen in a matter of time. Have Real Madrid played? That's what I want to know. They have, or are they playing now? Are they playing now? They've already played, so if we win, we could potentially go 1 point behind them. That would be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I said I wasn't happy with the first half. That's a complete lie, but I won't tell the players that. But yeah, I'm really happy with that first half, but we just need to try and get the second goal and put us in the lead. Mikel Jensen has picked up a knock. That's slightly problematic. Victor Roque is on the bench, but he's not really... He is fit enough to play 60 minutes, but I don't really want to get him on now, to be honest. Maybe 20 minutes left to go, we might get him off, but if we have to force Jensen off, it's not going to be good, especially for the running, because he is our best striker. Victor Roque's good, but he ain't the best. That Costa Silva does put us in the lead. We are 2-1 up with 14 minutes left to go, and hopefully from here we don't let this slip. I mean, with 15 shots, 7 on target, you have to really feel a third goal should probably wrap up the game. Obviously, Alaves, I don't know how many points from safety are they? Do they have a chance of 9 points off if they lose? We're going to get off Smearis for... Enrique Bernal's going to come onto the right-hand side. No, I haven't seen him much on the right-hand side, mainly on the left, but see what he can do then. I think Jensen does make way for Victor Roque. Give him half an hour. I mean, he is fit to play 60, but I don't really want to risk that for a guy that's pretty old and is coming back from injury. So we'll ease him in slowly, and hopefully by the end of the season we can start chucking him in as of when we want to. Pablo Garcia went for a cross. Navas nearly fell onto him, but couldn't quite get the header on target. About the Bernal has a cheeky little effort. Did take a deflection, but couldn't quite make his way into the back of the net. But Boateng with the ball, that was a pretty pathetic attempt to try and cross the ball, but we are still winning with 15 minutes left to go. I think Boateng is going to come off. He is absolutely shattered, so Lee Chong can come on. Victor Roque better not be injured. I don't know why his name's red, which I guess he was going into the match injured, but I don't think he is injured at the moment. But we're also going to get on Aurelio for Dervas, and that will be probably the final changes of the game. 10 minutes left to go. We're still currently, at the moment, barely in the lead, just a 1 goal advantage. I mean, that goal from Alaves did happen in the 8th minute. I think it's fair to say from then they haven't really done much else, nothing really too threatening. So I think this match is definitely wrapped up. We've got 5 minutes left of additional time, but Alaves have got the ball, and Aurelio does make the clearance. The goalkeeper, Sissoko, was coming out to collect the ball, but I guess there was a little bit of a mix-up with communication and maintenance with a header, and I think we're going to away a penalty. That looks a bit harsh. I think that might be just outside the box. It looked on the line, but let's see what the referee gives. Yes, no penalty. Penalty hasn't been awarded, definitely. I mean, he looked fairly tight, yeah. Right on the line. I mean, he is a very lucky man, but hopefully we can just get this cleared out. We do. The ball is not over yet. The danger is still there, and Sissoko gathers it very calmly, and hopefully just goes on and hoofs the ball upfield for Victor Roque to protect. Oh my god, what is their goalkeeper doing? I thought he was going to bounce off the back of his head and go into the net for a goal from Sissoko. That would have been absolutely ridiculous. But I don't think that's ever happened in a Football Manager game. But at least I haven't had it happen to me. But that's a decent result. Not the best performance, but I think I don't think we perform well when we're on an attacker mentality. I think positive, we're absolutely on fire. Attacking, we still get the win, but play a little bit worse, which doesn't really make any sense, but it kind of does for me. But yeah, very good performance. Jensen, absolutely wonderful. He's a guy that just keeps on getting better and better. How much game time he'll get next season remains to be seen, especially with the resurgence of Dionisio, who will be coming into the first team as of next season. He's doing quite well with his loan spell, but look at this form. What's that? 4 wins, 1 draw in the past 5 games. That is some terrific form. It's obviously title winning form, but it's obviously not going to happen this year. So hopefully we can win our 6 remaining games, and hopefully it puts us in a good shape to qualify for the Champions League, and we'll be playing our final league games of the season against Vallecano and Vigo. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.